Hey class, it's Miss Vest. As promised, I am coming to you today with a new directed drawing for us to do together. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Same materials as last time. I'll go ahead and tell you, you need a piece of paper, you need a pencil, and you'll notice last time I used a marker, but this time I'm using a pencil because we're gonna have to do some erasing, and I wanna show you how we're gonna do that today. So you need paper, pencil, and then once you're finished with your directed drawing, you are free to color it, okay? So I'm gonna jump right in. I'm making the video like this today because it's a little bit easier for you to see my pencil marks. And I had a big box that I was sitting my camera on, but I hauled it off to the dump, so I don't have anything to hold my camera now. But this works, okay? So I am very excited to do another directed drawing with you. So let's get started. All right, step number 1. We're gonna come right in the middle of our paper, and we're gonna make 2 ovals, and we wanna make sure that these ovals are touching each other. Okay, so we're gonna make 1 oval, 2 oval. Just like that. Not too big, because we're gonna need a lot of space down here in the middle of our page. Once you have your 2 ovals, we're gonna do 2 smaller ovals on the inside. Okay, just like that. They're gonna be our eyes. You can color them in or you can leave them to use a black or gray marker on. Whatever you wanna do. I'm gonna leave mine for right now. All right, step number 2. We are gonna draw a really big oval from one side of our eyes going all the way around to the other side. So we're gonna go all the way around, just like that. Okay, and once you have your big oval, we're gonna draw a smile right underneath our eyes, just like that. Okay, now we're ready for step 3. Step 3, we're gonna draw what's gonna look a little bit like wings on each side of our big oval. Let me show you what I mean. We're gonna start about a little bit below the middle of our oval, and we're gonna come out and back around just like that. They look a little bit like wings if you were making a butterfly. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So out and then back in. It's starting to really look like something now that we've got all these steps done. Okay. Now we're gonna do 2 more shapes underneath these 2 wing-like shapes that we just made. So we're gonna start about right here on this new shape that we've made, the wing looking shape. We're gonna come out and we're gonna round it off and we're gonna come back to the big oval. You see how I did that? I started here, but when I came back, I didn't go back to it. I came back to the big oval. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna start at this wing-like shape. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna curve back in to the big oval. And I've got a crease in my table, so it's kind of making some odd lines, but that's all right. Okay, we're almost done, friends. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to start a little bit above the bottom of our animal. We're gonna draw 2 straight lines coming down. We're gonna make sure that it touches this line, okay? Where we just came in, we're gonna make it touch. So we're gonna make it touch there, and we're gonna draw another one just like that. Might make them a little longer. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Just like that. They're gonna make his arms. Okay, this is why you need an eraser. The eraser on my pencil is a little old. So to make sure I don't spread a lot of lead around on my paper, I'm gonna use this one. This pencil's a little thin. You wouldn't be able to see it as well as a number 2 pencil. Okay, so I'm gonna come in these 2 lines that I made on the inside, I'm gonna erase the body. That line that was from its body. In between each line. Okay, I'm gonna leave this part here because we still wanna see that part. But the reason we're erasing is because we want these arms to look like they're coming over our creature's body. So to create that look of the arms being in front, we can just erase on the inside. I hope that made sense. All right, now we don't just need legs, we also need some fingers or some toes. So we're gonna draw 3 fingers on each leg. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. And then on the other side, 1, 2, 3. One is definitely bigger than the other, but oh well. We don't need perfection. All right, the very last thing we're gonna do together, we're gonna give some details to our creature. Can you tell what our creature is by now? It's a frog. Okay, so our creature is gonna have a few spots or speckles on it. Okay, so we can add some speckles to the body. So let's go ahead and add a few. You don't want a lot. You can add big ones. You can add little ones. I'm gonna put some going up its back because some frogs that I've seen have some speckles on its back. And I wanna show, it's gonna look like there's a big circle, but we only see half of it. So I'm gonna add some half circles. So it looks like we can only see half of it. The rest of it is continued on his back, okay? All right, I'm gonna add some to its belly too. I'm gonna add a really big one. Not too many. Okay, I think I'm also gonna add some, we can add some to his legs. We can add some to his back feet. So I'm gonna add, I think I'm just gonna add 3 on each side. And then I'm gonna add just a few. Maybe 3 more here and 3 more here. Of course, you can add as many as you want because it is your frog. But for my frog, I think I'm just gonna do 3 on each. Okay, and it looks like it's missing something up here, so I'm gonna add another half circle or 1 more speck. Okay, there is our frog. Now, your last job is to color it. But first, I would like to give you some suggestions for a background. I've seen some, and I think this is what I'll do. So before you get started on your coloring, let's talk about a background. I almost skipped it. We're gonna draw a line straight across to make the ground, okay? So remember, we don't want it to go in front. We pick our pencil up, we go to the other side, and we keep our background going, okay? So now we have a background. Okay, then I think I'd like to make some grass in the back. So I'm going to, I think I'm gonna have some grass come up. And then I've also seen this too. We know frogs like water, like ponds. So I've seen people add coming out of their grass. Some plants that might live at a pond. I might do the same thing on this side. So that's all you're gonna need in the background. Now you don't have to do a background, but it's definitely gonna make your picture come alive if you decide to use some objects to put in your background. So that's our directed drawing today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and as always, I hope that you'll send me a picture of your finished drawings. All right, I hope everyone has a fantastic Friday, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, class.